ENCE on the T side, they're known to have up and down performances on this map. They're considered one of the best, but at times it can get a little bit out of hand. Lots of upper rushes, lots of chaos ensues, and we might see that unfold here in the pistol. As you see the smokes and flashes deployed, SunPayus on the roof, and dycha absolutely destroying Jeorge to kick things off here as we see the first two kills go in favor of EG here. They've got the man advantage and they'll hold on to it.
This is all over the place, dropping main, swinging yard, walking outdoor with a bomb, but it's worked out for EG. Despite that 5-on-4, they've landed back on their feet, and they're not overplaying that package either. Coming up from lower is Nerds. Got to regroup with Maden in the door. No one watching outside right now, but Walco takes a spot, and that's a massive kill. 2 for Walco, leaves Maden in an unwinnable clutch.
Unwinnable. Heard it here first.
Impossible.
Can't win these.
Unlikely.
Good luck. Good luck, buddy.
Improbable.
Ooh, he's nailed another dink. Maden is tasting blood right now. He's hungry for more. Good start to the 1v4 if he was ever going to do it.
Are you doing a shark thing there or a vampire thing?
We'll have to wait and see. It ends up being more of a kind of shark type beat.
Yeah.
Kind of shark week shark jokes.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for. And more importantly, Evil Geniuses are here for pistol round victories, you guys. They pull up actual recovery there, losing that first kill, the execution of ENCE. It all falls apart. They hit some beautiful shots here as Walco gets it done from the heaven position. And you're assuming they'll be up against the force buy here in the second. Now, this is always a very problematic round. You got the Tech 9s, the P250, a lot of pacing behind it. They might just be going straight for that upper rush, as mentioned. The lights are deployed a lot. And indeed, we're going through the huts.
Speed and pace. Molly is down, but they go right through with no fear. Maybe they should have had some. Absolutely burned to a crisp. EG, I can already tell Henry know what's coming because ENCE dropped that traditional pre-hut Molly smoke. You know what EG do? They smoke the exit of the hut.
True, yes.
They make you run into it. You don't want to smoke that because then you lose your vision.
Also, little rough. Nerds got caught leaving the hut, right? Yeah. And then that also slowed them in the molly, so they took a lot of damage by the time they exploded out.
But if you've done your prep, and you always do for an opening game when you're an underdog like this, you're going to be ready, and you know what ENCE are going to do, you know what they're going to pick.
And bear in mind,
you've got to be prepared for these top hits.
EG, this is a massive game for them. ENCE, not so much. They're expecting to win it, right? They're not going to be focusing on all the kind of tendencies of their opposition, but
Was that Hex?
EG certainly are, and the yelling has begun. That is the first sign of them.
He said, "You guys fucking suck." That's what Hex just said, straight from the...
It's an early call.
Yeah.
After 2 rounds up.
2 rounds, it's a confident display.
They did lose to a third-round eco in the first map as well, so this could all come crashing down here. Bear in mind, we talked about the meta, the single AK on these ecos. It can be very disruptive, and we'll see whether SunPayus can open things up. He's close but no cigar. And there it is, the AK, and it's Junior. That's humbled early, and now they know they're up against it. Automatic clambers up towards the air conditioning unit, and it's a 5-on-4. Plenty of time here remaining as well. Nerds, 1 kill to his name. We need a lot more that came from to secure the round. Always a chance.
There's a good angle.
I'm scared. I'm scared for EG right now. They've poked the bear, and ENCE are out in full force on this kind of low buy round. The hero gun, already 2 kills to the good.
And this is so dangerous because even though they've got lobby, they've cleared it. They're now playing for other positions. They're ready for the heaven wrap. They're thinking about secret. Yes, Jeorge can win the round from this position, but if Nerds either gets the entry or can play for a trade,
trade would be fun.
Yeah, this could go very, very wrong for EG. This is a huge kill. Jeorge can either win the round or lose it. He's been spotted. They know. They saw him from the rafters. He's a dead man walking, but they line up. Jeorge with a double. Can he survive any longer? Yes. But Hex comes swinging in with a double kill of his own, and suddenly dycha. 30 seconds to do nothing. EG save themselves from embarrassment.
That is absolutely huge there. It looked like there was no way he was going to find a couple of frags. As you mentioned, spotted, surely done for there. Finds the double, causes enough distraction for his teammate to flank in through the hut as well. There it is from HexT. Perfectly done, perfectly maneuvered, and it is a recovery. And it's still a dangerous round, an uncomfortable finish there, but they'll be counting their lucky stars. They managed to get it over the line there and find the 3-0 on the CT side.
It's happening. We all can feel it.
Some people predicted it.
It's already done.
Some did, and some might be right here. It's a great start and a weak opening gun round here. HexT striking first towards the squeaky door. They're going to have to commit towards outside now, trying to make their way towards Secret. ENCE in a lot of trouble here, but Snappy digging his way out.
Talking shit is not the problem if you back it up.
True.
Right now, HexT has delivered us in back-to-back rounds. An opener here. Junior follows up. And even though ENCE get control of the garage, they have almost no utility. He is free. They're phasing the smoke. But as I say that, Walco comes in on rotation. Can he get tucked into a one-and-done position on B? If he can just take a frag with him, that would be very nice for EG in this spot.
Leaving maden to roam outside leaves options open to ENCE at least. They've just got to get past Walco, and they will with that flash. Double peek out from Decon. maden now makes some moves. Trying to take up ramp. Junior is going to pluck one from this location, but in backing up, he's now vulnerable to this Hell player. Never had any idea this is where maden was. That at least gives a bit more safety to this rotate from EG. They know that that second player over towards ramp, and so suddenly they're going to start to pick up the pace a bit in this 2v2. maden is the guy that's made this such a complicated round, so they're going to try and cancel him out with the util. SunPayus tucked in. Bomb planted behind the silo. Oh god, this could get so weird, and Jeorge goes fighting! The nade leaves him alive just barely, and the defuse found with maybe a second left. That is a crazy way for that 1v2 to have played out.
How do you lose that, says HexT. Or shouts HexT, rather, across the room. That is an unbelievable robbery of a round. ENCE getting a little flustered, playing post-plant positions that don't favor the bomb.
I can't believe you're dead on there. It's the plant and the smoke combo there. Pandemonium ensues, and nothing can be done to recover as EG go up 4-0. Maximum loss bonus for ENCE, but they're going to have to take a tactical timeout now to discuss what the hell is going wrong at this point.
I feel like, you know, not many people would have seen a start like this coming, but some of us might have.
It's true.
One of us even.
One of us in this room.
I think
one of us
visibly on camera, me and Henry both said they were going to win Nuke.
I mean, Henry's not really been, going for the credit, Harry, but that's fine. If you want a little bit of it, I'll give
him at least 30% of the credit.
That's a solid amount.
Yeah.
Cash that credit, Harry.
Yeah. Cash it now.
Cash it
but you still have the opportunity because they go up 5-0. It's a done deal.
ENCE bettors cash out because this is getting scary.
It is, isn't it?
Did you just clarify that's not financial advice?
Byron. I'm just talking.
Do your own thing.
Look at the upper rush. It's here. We've been saying it's coming, and here it is, Harry. It's there.
The upper rushes.
It's done.
We love these upper rushes. ENCE love these upper rushes, and this one is actually looking very successful. Junior up towards the heavens here. He'll be praying to hold on to his AWP, as there's not really much left to do. Walco will have to accept the fact they've given up their first round. And the hype might deflate from this point forward, but still, what a start it was.
We'll always remember those 4 rounds, but 4 is all they get.
I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, Henry, here's a question for you. If you could wake up tomorrow, out of your own body, you're done with Henry G.
Sure.
And now you get to wake up in anyone else.
Inside anyone else.
Wait, hang on. I kind of stopped the sentence too early. I meant to do 2 more words on the end there. That happens sometimes. You can wake up in anyone else's body as long as they're from the server right now. Who are you waking up as?
That's a good question, isn't it? I guess I've never really thought about that specific question before, Harry. I guess if we have a look at all the names available here, does it include the coaches? They're not technically on the server.
Yeah. We can include the coaches.
All right. Well, you know what? I would choose, for now, SunPayus the postman.
Okay,
I feel like I could live 2 lives at that point. You feel like it's the star position. You're young, you're handsome, you're amazing at CS. That's pretty much where I'm going to go with it.
The Sun is a star.
Sun is one of the biggest stars we know of.
In our local vicinity.
Within, like, how far away is the Sun? Like 100 miles?
No, it's more than that, I think. It's like at least, 20,000. At least.
Wait, really?
Yeah. The rockets they have to do, go like 300 miles an hour to even get enough velocity to get into space.
This is not astronomy.
Have we ever
advice.
shot rockets at the Sun?
It's astrology.
It's astrology.
What, the levers in retrograde, is
Exactly.
Venus, you
can only send Aries to Mars. Everyone knows that. It's the first rule of space travel here. Hence, talking of space, they've taken loads out in the yard. You like that? Now they've made it down secret.
We've got a space theme to work with now.
No,
right. It's a good theme.
Ooh. channeling that cosmic energy here. He's good for one. The trade comes out from HexT almost immediately.
Oh, and he hears his rotate Snappy. He knows that Hex is running ramp. That's good information. Maybe they even come up the vent if Snappy finds some room. It's a pretty ballsy play to make. You would expect the upper player, but they're backing Jeorge.
Oh, they're in Snappy's orbit. They're coming up.
Oh, the timing.
Hugo, please take it away. You were doing such a great job. You were doing a great job.
Walco back walking in, and his chakras do not align with SunPayus. It's a 3-on-2 that might force a save.
Oh, we're combining both themes now. We're doing astrology,
astronomy.
Yeah,
okay.
I think they're good to do together because,
so.
you know.
That's the theme. All right. Okay, not just space, astrology and astronomy.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, what can we learn from the stars all over? Like, the real one and the fun one are both in there. The fun stuff for all the scientists out there and the real stuff for anyone who cares about the crystals and the harsh realities that come with them.
I think it's nice to have a hobby. You know, it's good to keep yourself occupied with something, even if it's not real. What's your star sign, Harry?
Well, didn't they change them?
I don't know. Did the governing body at
I
Stars
think they
come through?
realized, like, oh shit, for the last 2,000 years or however long we've been printing astrology magazines, it's been wrong. We actually read the stars wrong.
Well,
I hate to be like the pessimist, but the person who created star signs was in the 1900s, and she said it was all bullshit.
I remember reading that somewhere as well. That's the kind of thing I say to my friends. It's not a very popular thing to say. No one likes it.
No, it's true.
All this person did was invent it, right? So, what do they know?
Well, the thing is annoying to most. Whenever I kind of turn up to a new kind of social circle, people always ask my star sign, and I say Leo. They always go, "Oh, of course you are. You're such a Leo." I was like, "What does that even mean?" Like, none of this is real. That is.
He's such a Capricorn. Look at him go out in the yard. Junior with a double. This hero orb is delivering, but down through lower. Nertz stops him in his tracks. The orb now removed. Oh, the USP is kind of pinned in here, and Nertz will deal with it. It all slows down now. The excitement early draws to a bit of a close, but these guns have been picked up and are looking to be involved. Jeorge crossing into the back of garage. Walco taking heaven. There's a route down secret open right now that ENCE could look to find.
The timing could not have gone better here. SunPayus delaying it enough. He can't run yet. Minute on the clock. ENCE in no hurry, but Walco, he didn't peek outside. He's made a good reposition. He's back down on ramp. He has to pick a side, though. Scared about his flank. He'll hear the door on lower. And they will have to get the plant. ENCE better be thinking in advance this time about what they do in that post spawn. It might come to them. Walco in the open as he tries to get set up in B, and Nertz just finds him. That slight delay for ENCE has gone a long way, forcing Jeorge into an attemptable 1v2. There's no reason to throw in the towel. You know ENCE's positions. Again, that tap comes in. That gives Jeorge more time.
Well, if Jupiter's moons align correctly, we'll see if Jeorge can actually make something of this one. 2 versus 1, and well, and unfortunately for him, it will be Nertz to deny all access. It will be 3 in a row. We did say it would be a real shame if they only get 4 on the board, but that might be the case at this point. I don't know.
What? That might be the case.
He's already off the horse.
It might be the case, Darry. I might have got this one wrong.
Is that what your horoscope said?
Yeah. When was the last time you even read a horoscope? Do you even do horoscopes
Should we look
anymore?
up our horoscopes?
Yeah,
how exciting.
actually, that's a good idea.
How does it work? What's it based on?
Nothing. That's the beauty of it.
How do I find out my horoscope?
When's your birthday?
I think there's horoscope.org. Try it. Maybe there's an official
The time
site.
you were born and what date is what you need.
Oh, bloody, I don't know the time.
Yeah, you do need to know the time.
I can guess it.
Well, that's for the scrolls, isn't it? The
Oh, that's true. That's the DLC. Yeah,
Daily
you don't need that for the main thing. That's extra content as we see a 4-on-3 ensue. ENCE doing great job towards outside. It's a rough buy here for the EG boys as Jeorge will be dropped as well. They'll recover the AWP, but I think that's all they find. So, guys, as long as this kill comes through from SunPayus, yeah, okay, horoscopes. So, Harry, you know what you say
when were you born, Henry?
22nd of August, 1988.
Oh, you're just barely a Leo.
I know,
you're kind of on the cutting edge.
This is what everyone says to me. They say, are you sure you're a Leo? I said, yes, I'm sure I'm a Leo. Well,
here we go. Here's your horoscope for today.
Go on.
Take care of yourself if you feel tired, Leo. There's no shame in slowing down or taking a day off if it's needed.
All right, can't do that.
If you could spend a day in bed, go for it. This could be more restorative than you know. If some things must get done, delegate or work on a laptop in bed.
Who said, which philosopher came up with this? Like, which laptops did they have 2,000 years ago? This is absolute nonsense.
So your advice for the day is just kind of like, yeah, take a load off. You've earned it.
Wow.
Harry, are you a Gemini or a Taurus?
I'm an Aries, bro.
Oh, well, close enough. I don't know.
Oh, and it's a compatibility
Harry,
test between you two. That should what we'd be doing.
Mind your physical health today. Don't push yourself if you're feeling tired.
Wow, we're all kind of getting
just
a
say like,
similar-
yeah, just chill out, man.
I think
The
it
thing is,
speaks
it's so
volumes
relatable to
as to the
everyone.
world of people who are looking them up.
Mine says
It
if you
says
feel
like,
sluggish.
look, if you're feeling sleepy today, it's because the moons, you know how it is, the moons. So just chill out. It can be another day watching The Office. Okay, put The Office on.
Oh, it is quite a
Yeah,
nice day,
exactly,
though, isn't it?
right?
It is like, quite
Maybe
comforting.
Friends, if
Yeah.
that's a little more up your alley.
Yeah, true. All right. Well, with horoscopes, the problem is, like, it's all just relatable stuff. Like, it just says, like, the best parts of your personality. It never says, like, oh, actually, you're not
Well,
very
all of
popular.
them today are like...
You're not very popular in your group of friends. Like, you need to change your personality if possible. Like, this, the way you're handling yourself, it's not appropriate.
Well, if mine said that, I wouldn't be looking it up every day, Henry.
Well, that's the point, yeah.
I need those constant affirmations. Every day I wake up, if I'm feeling sluggish, I take a day off. You know, that's just what the horoscope says.
Yeah, don't
Right
change your
now,
lifestyle. Take a day off. Like, that's the
EG.
advice. Yeah, I don't think that's actually. I think that's the worst advice ever. I think you should work on yourself, not just to give up, watch The Office, and some
Oh, but
bias.
come on, The Office. It's
Oh, it is actually
it's
fair
so
enough.
good,
You can
man.
rewatch it so many layers to it. The
Yeah.
characters evolve as the show goes on. You can really find some. It starts with the British scripts when it really came into its own. When it's Series 3,
Yeah.
that's when they started making their own writing and bringing in new characters as well. Yeah, it really is a fantastic example of American comedy.
EG have taken.
If you ask me.
EG have read their horoscope. They've taken at least 5 rounds off in a row right now as ENCE are beginning to run away with things, Henry.
They really are. Harry mentioned it. There's a chance they'd only get 4 rounds in this CT campaign, and unfortunately
mentioned it.
for us, it might be happening right here, right now. A 4-0 start on the
Massive
CT
kill.
side. Very difficult to come across here these days on Nuke. And they squandered it. Unfortunately, it's going to be ENCE picking themselves up, dusting themselves down, and working out a lovely path to 5 rounds in a row.
All right, Jonathan Was,
Yes, it does happen sometimes, even to the best of us.
Hugo, when were you born?
October.
Yeah, when?
He doesn't want to dox
What
himself.
day?
He doesn't want people
October
to know.
3rd, there's my birthday.
I can
Buy me
look it up
something.
online.
Yeah.
October 3rd, buy me something.
You're a Libra.
Yeah. What's that mean?
Ooh, Korea. Okay, so to be fair, your Korea match is an Aries,
Oh,
which
wow.
is me.
Maybe
That's
they,
okay.
maybe they got a point.
Yeah, they actually might be onto
Maybe they got
something
a point.
here.
Okay. Yeah, I actually don't mind that.
Oh, but
That's
look,
pretty
there's a
cool.
rating. So your sex is 4 out of 5. Your mood for sex is 4 out of 5. I would give you a 4 out of 5 for sex.
Thanks.
For hustle, 4 out of 5. Pretty driven,
I'm
pretty
hustling.
determined. Maybe
Vibe.
focusing on sex too much.
His vibe is 2 out of 5.
Vibe is 2 out of 5.
Accurate. Like,
Great.
it's dead on. Like,
Not the best vibe.
you haven't got the best vibe, but you have got a
trying.
vibe. Yeah, there is a certain
There is
Hugo
a
I
vibe
could always
there.
have a
speak of.
worse vibe.
Yeah, you could always have a worse vibe. That's a good point. And your success rating, 3 out of 5. I would give you 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Hugo, I think you're a very
Really?
successful man. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate
I'm a
that.
huge fan. And that's, if anything, shows us that it's somewhat accurate. There's something to astrology.
I've always got time for my fans, don't you worry.
Are they present here today?
One of them is at least. And he is reneging on his EG confidence right now, and I don't blame him.
Yeah,
3 on
it's
4.
not looking great, is it?
ENCE get down lower again. Some beautiful shooting for dycha. And what
Have you bumped into any fans in Malta so far? Like, it's quite a big gamer community here. So has anyone recognized you while you've been out and about?
really left the hotel
That's
yet.
fair enough.
We've
Probably
been
been recognized in
busy.
this room a few times. I get recognized in Malta like once a month, which is a
Harry-
nice ego boost for me. I like
That's
that.
pretty
It
sick
happened
for
to
you.
Harry and I in London
Really?
a couple of times.
In London? That never
Yeah.
happens to me in London.
We were at
to
a
be
gig
fair.
actually a couple of
Oh,
weeks
hold on.
ago, and someone.
Hold on, the round's actually getting
Nice.
interesting.
Oh no, EG gonna win?
EG
Take it
might
away.
Oh, they're gonna
get around.
They're gonna. 4 is not all they get. EG are here.
Wow,
They're
that's
looking to
huge,
tie this game up. Maden delays the plant for a moment, although probably by accident. And now, with that bomb down, he can look to embark on this 1-on-3.
Weird smoke.
One man up through the heavens.
Yeah, it's a little bit too deep on the smoke, right?
Kind of awkward for Maden. And
Oh,
as he crosses back, it's into that AWP.
quite
so
deep on the
EG, they manage to get past the terrible 4s. And now they move on to the new challenge of a tie game here. And sent packing. And EG send their regards. No yelling yet, but maybe that looks to resume.
Yeah, after
They
you lose
keep
5 rounds in a
building.
row, it kind of subdues the the yelling somewhat, I would say. You need a bit more back and forth gameplay, a couple of clutches going into favor. That is a big round. All jokes aside, like keeping it level with a team like ENCE, considered one of the world's best Nuke teams. This is impressive still, a great start. They can still have a decent half here. It's not as one-sided as it used to be. Like 8-7s are very common for a CT performance. If they can win the half, I'd say that's a main objective right now, as we see a potential another upper push here from ENCE. They love bullying this bomb site, and through they go once again. The flashbangs are so overwhelming each and every time, but EG keeping their head above water, but Snappy rips them clean off.
That wallbang from maden was perfect. While they're going delayed door, he's spamming HexT to oblivion. He did 80 damage at least, shooting ghosts now for Walco, and he's going to have to back off as well. Molly goes down. Junior aggressing inside of the hut. He wants more.
Well, still plenty of time to work with here. What are you looking at?
No, you're just casting, man. I'm watching the master at work. You know how it is.
One of the people considered to be somewhat prolific at this job. Not that good anymore, but he's trying his best.
Ooh, good shot on the entry. Junior's still in the hut. This might go unaccounted for. They drop down the vent, denied, out of position. Now REG, as that heaven spot comes in, and once that smoke fades, Snappy can cut off the best point of rotation, forcing them either to save or to go on the ramp. It will probably be the former.
I think you might be onto something there, Hugo. 2 players remain, and the name of the game, see what I did there, a bit of rhyming, is to save the weaponry.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
That one didn't rhyme.
Well, yeah, I'm not that guy. I can do 2 rhymes per sentence. Well, 1 rhyme per sentence I can bring in. That is about it. Like, anything more, I'm going to fumble it. So we'll stick with 1, and that's 1 more than they'll get. EG with 0 players surviving there. And is the money broken? Yes, indeed. $3,000 on 3 of them. There is a buy there, but it's half buy territory. As we get to the closing stages of this first half, ENCE recovering the 4-0 deficit with style and grace.
And you notice ENCE haven't done any shouting. They haven't pulled a heroic out of this game.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
Oh, bloody hell. The boss is here. This is all over, boys. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Good.
What's up, Chad? What can we do for you?
We were just pointing out a bit of a crisp, clean lock from Walco
That was
there
a
through
crisp,
the wall.
clean lock, right?
I think the vending machines looked like a man on the smoke fade.
Oh, you would say that, Hugo.
Yeah. What are you accusing him of, Chad? You want to say it?
No, I'm not accusing him of anything. This is actually Astro Boy, King of the Stars, calling in right now with a couple of horoscopes for the day. I don't know if you guys were interested in these.
I'd love to.
I actually would love to.
We love them, actually.
Okay. Rooster. Experience isn't your strong suit, Rooster, but it's your smartest strategy today. With the Sun and retrograde Mercury aligning in your methodical 6th house, don't take any shortcuts. No matter how excited you are to reach your destination, slow your roll and appreciate the journey itself. When you proceed step by step and play by play, the road to success will be even sweeter. You like that?
Sage words of advice there.
We've got one for Mouse as well, if you'd like to hear that.
I'd love to hear
it.
Mouse. Curveball incoming. A match that seems pretty predictable could take an unexpected turn today when the Sun meets up with Mercury retrograde in your interpersonal realm. Now, if you guys have questions about that, we'll talk about that later. This might be
Go on. Let him finish.
This might be a good thing. Assuming you know all there is to know about your opponent, it can deprive you of the pleasure of making fresh discoveries. Limited strapbook can get stagnant, and if there's something new, at least there's nothing new to learn. Stay alert and welcome new info about each other under this eye-opening star map. When you stop seeing this person as an easy beat, your best of 3 could see a healthy dose of a 3rd map. Got to work on the speaking, but that was essentially the horoscopes for Mouse and Rooster today, gentlemen.
Can we keep those coming throughout the tournament? Are they available daily?
I'll see if I can work on a couple more. This took me all of about 15 minutes, so we'll see how we go.
Your work. I thought you meant Astro Boy was a different man. It's you. It's amazing, Chad. I'm very impressed. So more of that tomorrow then. All right, bye.
I can. Yeah, man, I'll start working on it right now.
Thank you, Chad. We've got a number here, boys. A big round here to decide the half. Will ENCE continue steamrolling, or can EG rise to the occasion, to the stars?
Oh,
I don't know.
There we go.
I've run out of space jokes. Harry, take it away.
Yeah, look at this backstab coming in through the yard. This is pretty big for EG. They've got a good chance in this. Jeorge playing up close in the hut, kind of crazy, honestly. They were getting, they knew it had to be lobby, so, you know, playing close to the hut was an option.
He is snuck behind everyone and he has seen no one, and he might just get traded from main. That hurts for Automatic. The big flank round the world for that. What a disappointing round for the guy, as Junior is left trying to survive. Oh, he's quick with it, but impactless in this round, sadly. ENCE are going to pick it up 8-5, and this is probably where they steamroll.
Probably. I mean, everyone's kind of coming for EG's head, I feel like.
I don't think so. I think we've been giving them the benefit of the doubt today. I think we've been pretty reasonable.
Last season, not so much.
No.
I think we'll put our hands up there.
Yeah.
Maybe things got a bit out of hand.
Can't deny that.
I feel like I was the face of that whole thing as well. Like
Harry
I
did pretty well.
Yeah, I did pretty
poorly.
Yeah, I was kind of a bad sport.
Yeah.
Why? What did you say?
He said some bad
well,
things.
why repeat it, you know? But
Well,
like,
for fun, I suppose.
That's why we did it in the first place.
take a look at this. Fast out the hut. It's another one of these top site rushes. And another one of these rounds that look to come up in ENCE's favor. They deal with the pistols. It's quick. It's clean.
It's literally over in 10 seconds,
between.
that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was,
Well,
there was 1 minute 36.
Kind of a
Go on.
signature move of mine.
Oh, okay. That's another...
Self-appreciation.
Yeah.
We love it. It's a flavor.
Well,
And now for a bit of self-appreciation with Hugo Byron. What's one thing you love about yourself?
Good question.
That's
Where to
hard.
start? Oh, you know, Hugo,
You asked
sorry.
me.
Okay,
You
my
go
bad.
ahead.
No.
No, Henry, you tell me
please,
something about
please.
me.
No.
And I'll tell you
I love
something
your
about you.
voice. I think it's
wow.
of a distinguished
Wow.
gentleman and
Wow.
someone, that's a voice everyone should aspire to have. That's what I would say.
I love your voice.
Thank
Henry,
you.
Actually, that's funny. What a coincidence.
Oh, this is horrible, man. This is like thing 1 and thing 2 here, bigging each other up.
I'm surprised we didn't even reference it once. I did just get one tweet now saying I can't tell the difference between Henry and Hugo. I feel like our
Well,
voices
again,
have evolved.
can we bring back the old ground rules from Pro
Yeah.
League Season 16? Of
Go on.
every time you guys cast together, it had to be opened with, "Hi guys,
I'm
Henry
Hugo,
here,"
I'm
or "Hi
Henry."
guys,
Yeah.
Henry."
Do we actually say who we
Hugo,
are, or
yeah.
do we flip it to confuse
No, you
people?
flip it. That's the
Oh, you
idea.
flip it.
Oh,
Well, yeah, otherwise
point,
it's just
Hugo.
stating our names, isn't it?
yeah, that's kind of the.
Oh, I
It's
see what you're doing.
informative.
Oh, right. Okay. You're doing like
Then
a
people
PSA
will learn,
for everyone,
yeah.
so
Hi
letting
guys,
people know.
Henry here, and we're going into the last round of the half now. It's ENCE up 9-5, looking good to control this game, and looking for a double-digit T side.
All jokes aside, I do hear a lot of the clips and highlights like played in the break throughout this show, and I'm always like, I don't remember saying that. And then I have to realize it's Harry that's the accompanying voice. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. So it does trick me as well.
I was listening, I was watching a game, you were casting it, my mum goes, oh, when's that clip from?
Yeah, and
And
my
I
mum
went,
does the same
well,
thing, bless
well.
her. Like, she goes, oh, you did really great today on this cast, were you? And I'm like, wasn't casting today, wasn't even invited to the event.
I haven't cast in 6 months, actually.
Glad to know your mum's a fan, you know.
2-year hiatus from casting, but cheers, Mum. It's Hugo you're listening to. And right now, it's the final round as we get into what could be 6 on the board for EG or double digits for ENCE. It's been a tumultuous journey to say the very least. It's a 4-0 start into potential 10-5 finish. No one wants to be there. Automatic has been dropped early. Junior makes his way down the vents. Jeorge, he knows he has to be active here. He can't just allow them to have all this space with no information. They've already slipped the net. It's a real issue here, boys. This is a guaranteed frag, but Walco's got the awareness.
Yeah, he's ready for that somehow, some way. ENCE have had a lot of space in this T side. They're still going for a heaven wrap. On that smoke fade, Jeorge is going to reposition. That only gives ENCE further control. Is this a heaven boost coming in for EG? It's a very good time for it. No one's actively lurking in, but they're going to push Hut instead, and this could be a problem. Maden's very patient. They're just setting up. This is nice for EG. As far as a 4v4 go, they have good position, but multi-layered heaven hits to end the half Harry.
Yeah, Maden's out here just kind of orbiting the A site. Ooh, and this satellite is the moon base alpha. It's Maden up above them. Only good for 1. That could have been something. Now up into the heavens, into the unknown. With this smoke down, Walco doesn't want to go up. He doesn't want to chance it. He knows that The timing's been there for someone for ENCE to climb up here, so he's going to take the longer routing. This wastes precious time, but it makes his fight that much more favorable. If he can win this Heaven fight, if he can kind of give them the leg up, he's missed the timing on the guy out in the yard, but he is going to deal with dycha. And now just SunPayus left standing. Heaven player gone. Any more from SunPayus? He's making it look doable, but HexT is going to put a stop to the clutch and find himself 6 for the rest of EG to close out this first half. And that was the end.
And that is where we go to the halftime break, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching ESL Pro League Season 18.
How do you lose that?
He's got a chance in this one. Makes it look too clean.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Asus Republic of Gamers, DHL, the United States Air Force, 1xBet, Monster Energy, and Gaming Malta.
It's time for the DHL Drop. Every week, CSGO talent go head-to-head to beat the buzzer. You can join them by typing !DHL Drop in the chat. Answer the questions correctly to get added to the global leaderboard. The higher you climb, the closer to earning a prize you are.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday evening. There's no better place to spend it than right here at ESL Pro League, the final half of the day potentially, as ENCE have one map under their belt. EG bent over a barrel in the second. They've got 9 rounds on their T-side campaign after a 4-0 deficit. It's looking good for the international squad. Can they get it over the line, though? That's the big question. Joining me in the booth is Harry Russell and Hugo Byron. How are you doing, gents?
Doing good. That was a very nice intro.
There was some nice music there in the break. I just thought I'd just match the tone.
The music was nice, man. I was kind of vibing.
Kind of a club or like a lounge sort of vibe to it.
I was going to say, what clubs have you been to with the like smooth jazz remix?
That would be a jazz club.
Oh yes,
jazz club. Yeah, that would have worked. Unfortunately, didn't work out for me. As I see SunPayus challenge towards main entrance right now. Doing damage, unable to find the frag, and he will be punished in the end. Could it be another pistol victory here for EG? Looking likely.
They've been full of them today, haven't they? Converting is a question, but let's see if we can get there in the first place. 2-on-5 with no kit.
You think they ain't winning this?
I think they are winning this. In fact, they win this.
I'm winning here.
This is New York. Nuke York. It's not my best.
Nuke York.
it's one of the
kind of like yeah. I mean, that would have been a good joke.
Thanks. Why wasn't it?
Hang on. Yeah.
Hex has had a game, you know. He's talked some smack after 2 rounds.
Yep, sure.
He probably lived to regret it, but he's also had some nice rounds in there.
Well, both pistols in the bag, you know.
And still losing.
Potentially could tie things up with the pistol victory, right?
That's such a pessimistic way of viewing this, Hugo.
Yeah, Henry, that's a bit much.
Oh, I see what he did. They used a voice against me.
Yeah.
Made me look like a right twat.
Your mum wouldn't be happy with that.
She wouldn't. She is watching now, probably confused as to why there's 2 of me talking right now. But yeah, there it is. The upper play coming through. Very clean shots. Difficult to land those hut kills, and doing it with ease there. EG will post their 7th. They've been a little bit more combative. No, competitive is the word I'm looking for.
All combative.
All combative. Yeah, that's more competitive than people expected, I would say. And winning the second half pistol, like we said, a chance to tie things up. And they're going for the hut rush here.
They're doing the top side A hit against ENCE. Oh dear, they even try this little smoke down that's meant to extinguish the hut molly. But it's not started well for EG, and it's only getting worse with each passing second.
They were a bit limp on that one. They tried to bail. They pulled back. They weren't a fan, and they'll live to regret that too in a 2v4 with the bomb loose. Okay, Junior with a crispy. Headshot over the hard. Crispy.
With a crispy.
That's not a verb, but he did get a crispy.
He kind of hit them.
He's crispy now.
The sun is a deadly laser, and he gets burnt out in a 2v2
Have you been drinking during the break, man?
Don't know, but it's really hitting right now. So's Walco. 1v1. Does he know? He looked at the vent. Snappy's waiting for a mistake down the B-bomb site.
All right, it all comes to a bit of a pause now. This is actually a very important round.
Dude, this is kind of sick. This is like Snappy trying to mega brain the situation, right? Yeah. He can hear that Walco's slowed down. So at this point, he knows that Walco's trying to like wait and see what the adjustment is, see if he can pick up any info. Snappy's kind of accounting on Walco outbraining himself here, trying to drop down lower and into his hands. So let's see if Snappy gets what he's hoping for.
All the advantages you could ask for are on the side of EG right now. Walco has the smoke. He has the upper bomb site clear, the bomb to be planted as well. A huge transition to be made by Snappy, who does not have a kit or utility himself. That should be the round in itself. But we'll see whether this rotation, the decision to go towards main entrance instead of the vent, will pay dividends for the in-game leader. You can see by the look on his face, he knows he's in a lot of trouble here. Would have to pre-fire the CT vent, which he's done. He gets the dink. It's close, but no cigar. And that 3-0 is looking very likely once again for EG.
Walco smokes him. A 2v4 back for EG after they pull back from the A site. That is an impressive round from him and Junior, and outbrains the opposing in-game leader as well. What a perfect round for EG, what a perfect chance. But you know what ENCE like to do in these situations? They like to throw every penny they've got at it and fight for this. This could leave them losing once they get into gun round.
It's a very ENCE maneuver. This is how they give up maps like Nuke. When they do, it's like it's the financial decisions, it's stubbornness, and a perfect call has been made as well. The ramp rush has actually given them the
as opposed to the rump rush.
The rump rush. has led them to another round here. I don't think there'll be anything left to be said here.
A red bottom for ENCE after that spank on ramp. And there's nowhere to go but home.
Oh, we're here for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Strap in.
Or we're getting fired tonight.
Good point as well. Yeah, the way people are kind of looking around us right now.
We can start the chant, fired tonight, fired tonight. No one else joined in, of course, so that'll be just me.
Well, you just started it, you know. I was waiting for you to warm in.
I had to keep going,
yeah,
did I?
More, I
to
think.
convince you. Well, classic.
4 more weeks.
Classic Sagittarius, really.
I thought we were
No, yeah, we're past
career
that.
partners, Harry.
Oh, we are.
According to
Per
the
list.
moon.
Don't think it's to do with the moon,
The
but
stars.
9 alive at the end.
It's a good save. Like, given that situation, they lose Snappy, badly positioned on ramp, gets run down.
It makes it a weird situation now, though, right? Because you would have had a buy here if you just took in the eco, and now you do have a buy, but it's you invest more money into it. Like, do you keep the money at $2,000?
$2K, yeah. You want to buy next, no matter what happens. And hey, it's still winnable. It's always winnable.
Any kits want to be brought into the proceedings?
Snappy playing armor. Okay, someone dropped him. No, he bought a deagle. Okay, or he dropped it. Either way. We got a full wall outside for EG. I like these calls right now. They go for an inner rush. They do a convolute pistol. They go for an inner rush where they 2v4. They ramp rush, knowing ENCE have little money and are probably gambling one ramp. And now they go for a wall outside when they know things got saved, but it's not a perfect buy for ENCE. So SunPayus scout shot lets them down. 3 down B with the bomb. Lurk covering their back. This is a nice setup for EG. Just don't, balls it up now.
Yeah, that is some sage advice. We'll see if it works out for them. It's actually a pretty decent setup, though.
Good gamble.
Nerds has been detected, and they've still got 2 more players down in this vicinity, so still a chance of a few more twists and turns, but EG feeling something might be afoot. They're starting to peel off here, deciding to go back towards outside, potentially. dycha's head towards the air conditioning unit, but getting flashed to hell and back, as Hex will take some damage here. Walco leads the charge towards outside. What a beautiful shot that is. He's had a few of those today.
Yeah. A bit mid-rounding for EG. Back up they go, avoiding the heavy stack. Into maden, though. Scouting upper. maden, no one clearing him. This training is scary. He comes up the vent, but they put him to bed. 10-9. And here is that buy for ENCE, but it comes around delayed. Will that cost them when it gets to crunch time, Harry?
Might do. Go on, what are your thoughts?
It could cost them, sure.
That's what I'm setting you up for. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it does, and maybe it doesn't. That's why you're really here. To figure out whether or not it does.
If we knew what was going to happen, it wouldn't be that interesting.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. We rewatch movies all the time. Ask Henry.
Yeah, I've only seen the same 5 films the last 35 years. And it's, you know what? The intricacy and layered nature of Pulp Fiction it's great. The first 3 viewings, you're really enjoying yourself. By the 5th time, though, the kind of the all-encompassing.
You're reading into like the subtext more and like the nuance.
Exactly.
By the 5th time, you know what they call the Big Mac in France. You've heard it all before.
A Royale with cheese, I believe, right?
Yeah, the Grand Fromage. Not that.
Not that.
You were right.
Yeah, the Royale with cheese. But either way, this is a bit of a movie itself, isn't it? A bit of a comeback story. We'll see whether Evil Geniuses can keep this one going, as we'll see a 5 AK array set up here. No AWP in the hands of Junior, and outside smokes deployed early once again. It's going to be Walco, who had amazing shots in the previous round, heading towards ramp.
And I think it's well worth keeping our eye on.
Saw something.
SunPayus has given a couple of jiggles, a couple of wiggles. For the most part, we'll get left alone over towards outside for now.
Got a wall coming. Bring on the wall.
Oh, that's a nice throwback. Where did that show go?
Hole in the wall. That is a classic. Don't know.
Bring on the wall.
They ran out of wall, I heard.
Yeah. Gets a bit old after 23 seasons.
Yeah, I guess there's only so many
What
balls.
shape is the wall
shape
going to
you
be
can
today?
create.
Oh, they've got to bend over, do they?
Just ran out of steam, I suppose. Snappy. What have you got for us?
It's a fake. Oh, that molly's a problem. It separates them into 2 bunches, glumps, if it were. 3 on 4 with 1 pick out downstairs.
Nice
Snappy
nade.
does die, and yeah, that is a fantastic nade. Can they make it down the vent? That's really the only route. But they've got no nades, Henry.
They've got nothing. A hope and a dream. As we see 30 seconds on the clock hit, and it's going to be Two low HP players, automatic with no utility, as you mentioned, and he's down towards lower, and SunPayus doesn't seem to have any information of the sort. So there's the opening they were looking for. They just need to bypass dycha if possible. Not going to happen.
It's not possible.
No.
Yeah. All right then. Well, that's going to be it. There was a chance.
That
There was
shouldn't
something
happen.
there.
Yeah, like that's a really, you know, how did he get there without them realizing? Door, window? He crept his way through. dycha, very quick to rotate.
Nice.
Well handled. Gave up 2 kills. Oh, there was another frag towards the end.
Right
That's
at the end,
significant.
automatic tapped one out.
Yeah, that money's pretty low on the CT side. So yeah, maden was dropped towards the very end there in the dying embers of the round, and they only saved the single rifle, the AK-47, and SunPayus orb more importantly. But still, an uncomfortable round, I would say, overall, but well handled from ENCE. As you can see, the ramifications of that previous kill come through. maden's got to operate with just an MP9, which is serviceable on Nuke, don't get me wrong, but we'll see if they can fend off what looks to be another ramp push here, trying to target the likes of Snappy.
They were doing it on Mirage, right? We saw a lot of B executes for EG out of the gate. You know, somewhat probably avoiding Nerds and SunPayus on A side, but yeah, targeting the in-game leader. Ooh, unscoped. SunPayus gives away a second chance at life. Automatic will take it. Regrouping lobby side. Snappy and a nice off angle to get a kill.
It's a difficult angle though to get frags from.
Oh, blind as well.
Got to stand strong here to Snappy, but run down. HexT makes it in.
Oh,
SunPayus
what a man.
traded after the fact. It's HexT who even now looks to take this space over towards Hell. I like that. That's a heads-up move to push through the smoke and take this real estate over towards Hell. Could have, you know, elected to wait with the smoke down and just play the 4v3 out, but he's hungry for more than just the man advantage here. He wants the real estate that comes with it.
4-on-3. This is so important that EG convert this. Forget about how clean it is. Just a round at this point to stop ENCE from building back off of their first buy win. That is the goal for EG. They're going to leave HexT on this Heaven Lurk and go for an upper hit into 2 players. The sooner dycha plays, the better for him, although he doesn't know it. He's starting to make his move up secret, and here comes his contact door, 20 seconds.
That's got to stand strong. Oh, damage done. He's already really low. Oh, responds with a bit of spam of his own.
Shot.
Couple of kills found. dycha back in main has spammed out one already. Tries his hand again. Even more follow-up damage on a junior. Won't be able to finish him off as he moves in with the bomb. Now fights for heaven, and it comes down to the 1v1. dycha up, over, and into the win. He takes that lead back off EG as he puts up in the clutch. And so it all to that guy as he stands and delivers. Hell of a round from dycha, and it all starts with a bit of spam in the right place.
He seems to just be one step ahead of his opponents each and every time. So many smoke kills we've seen from him recently. This time, though, dycha, 2 versus 1, ice cold as you might expect. Preempts the positioning, knows what they're up to, and the plant comes through. There's only one place to go. Crosshair ready and waiting, and it will be ENCE taking the lead. 11-10. Bomb planted. Evil Geniuses are going to buy and respond here, but the money's tight on either side, so that's why they're going to invest into this one and hope to steal it away and keep the war of attrition going.
And that just shows what a hard team ENCE is to shut out, right? You may have such powerful positions, man advantage, contact, you know, surprise play into A. That's a 4-on-2 essentially for EG on upper, and still ENCE trade out to a winnable round for dycha.
Yeah, real gut punch for the North Americans here.
Welcome to Europe.
Yeah, absolutely. That's such a difficult round to just keep the mental fortitude alive and well. And we'll see if this force buyback and response can reignite the flame, because what have they got to work with? 2 Galils and Mac 10. And a few smokes, so it's not too bad, all things considered. And in terms of helmets, they're actually fully equipped on the CT side, so reading this could be coming through. Maybe a fast-paced maneuver, going to try and get down the vent, at least forced away out of squeaky door. Should be a frag there available. Just the one so far, as they get picked off by SunPayus from the heavens. Gets himself a hat-trick, and that's going to be Junior. Left in a very compromised situation, outside, far removed, and with the bomb down.
Yeah, Junior's not had a very good time in this round. The round started, and now he's 1v5, and that's kind of where we're at. They got the 1 kill in there onto maden.
Bruh.
Sometimes I feel like that.
And it's one of those situations where I might as well give it a go. Have a look what's available to me.
Oh, well, of course, timing.
Happens to all of us. Well, that's going to be the eco, and it might be the beginning of the end here, boys.
I like how everyone is so quick.
You're ready to
To
just
abandon
throw them
ship.
under the bus. They've
know.
got a couple more buy rounds, but it's probably over.
It might be the end.
Probably in the bin.
No, this is going to be the eco at least, right? Like after the force
Out
fight, it's
here,
at least 13-10.
looking like the captain of the Costa Concordia. Just
That's a
first
fantastic
guy off
reference.
the vessel.
Not
Moment
down
the
with the
chance
ship.
was given.
Yeah, a captain should go down with ship usually, shouldn't he?
It's the honourable thing to do, isn't it?
Well,
My great uncle did.
did he?
Bit of a legend, actually. You might have heard of the vessel he was involved in.
Go on.
The Titanic. And that's not a joke.
Oh, okay. I thought this was
Yeah.
a bit we were doing.
That's
No,
a real
okay. No,
Hugo.
he was the captain of the
Hugo's
Titanic.
family were
Great
loosely
uncle.
involved, well, directly involved with the sinking of the Titanic.
I
So
wouldn't
pretty
go as
sick.
far as saying it was a conspiracy, but I don't go on boats anymore.
Conspiracy of the Titanic.
The iceberg was plotted.
I haven't heard that one before, but it might be
Really?
something to it. Yeah. Was the
Well,
Titanic
From the industry plant to the industry berg. Maden in with a backstab.
That's also a type of lettuce.
That's true, a big throwback there. That's what the best comedians are doing these days. Throw it right back to the first map. As the iceberg lettuce makes an appearance, we will say goodbye to automatic. 13-10. 2 more rounds for series point here. Day 1 of Group B. What have you made of it so far?
Group B banged out, but right now MIBR Mal's going into a third map.
Oh,
EG
okay.
showing better face than well, not all of us expected.
Not all of
showing
us.
worse face than some of us expected,
Sure.
but showing good face nonetheless.
What
And,
about what
it
about
looked
Group
good.
B specifically? Only teams that kind of are near that ocean.
The Pacific.
Yeah.
That's the big one, right? Well, EG and MIBR already talked about. So wait,
That's good.
No, Pacific. That's Rooster. Probably. Atlantic's
The Atlantic is the
Yeah.
one between us and
Yeah.
America. Yeah, I know that almost certainly. I wouldn't put money on it, but I'm pretty sure.
yeah. Pacifically, good day overall.
Pacific.
And more to come, I've heard.
Plenty more where this came from. If you like this sort of thing, you're in luck. If you don't know what to tell you. It's going to be a long 4 weeks. More of this sort
Maybe
of stuff.
stop hate watching.
Yeah,
at that
exactly.
point.
That's an idea.
I've just seen sort of icebergs can't break steel holes, which is kind of...
That's yeah. When you think about it, like frozen water versus steel, like really,
Yeah.
you buying into that?
And dude, they
Every
call
boss has
Superman
a
the
weak
man of
spot.
steel.
True.
What, a little bit of slightly
Ice.
cold water would have been enough to do him in, would it? No, I don't think so.
Everyone's got a
All right.
kryptonite, Harry.
Jeorge, he's nailed the kill outside on dycha, finding this 4-on-4.
Indeed he has. 40 seconds though, EG, they've lost these man advantage rounds before. They've got to crunch together, and right now taking a big bite. Snappy gone, down lower, the bomb needs to cross through the open season. It's hunting season, but the deer will make it down.
The open season has turned into
You seen that one?
hunting season.
Yeah,
is that
with
the
the bear?
opposite? Yeah, yeah. It's no, wait. Is that like a gag I've missed or?
No, it was I'm kind of patching it up.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, a 3-on-3 from a 3-on-5. ENCE are trying to win this round, as you should win.
Yeah, as you
every
should be
round,
trying to
really.
do. Yes.
But actually, I take it back. They are no longer trying to win the round.
They
They're
have
trying to
won
win the
the
game.
round.
This is a mad save. They have a lot of money right now.
They had no one down lower though.
Yeah.
So once a bomb was planted, like you're just transitioning to choke points. Like it makes a lot of sense, I suppose. You got a buffer of rounds here. Might as well keep the resources high and the AK-47s in your grasp.
It
right?
really didn't feel like they were too out of position to attempt this.
Yeah.
A couple of flashes, they can group.
Maybe
round.
in an
They were pretty
MR12
close.
format, Hugo, they'd have to go for it.
Or maybe in an MR12 format, you know, they really need those guns, Henry.
Yes.
They have to save
Good
them.
point. Well, there's a big discussion to be
Yeah,
had
we'll
there,
have
isn't
to see
there?
how it plays out.
We'll have to see.
But my point being, 4-5-6K, actually within the range of going for it. I think a lot of teams would. But ENCE right now might be feeling the burn of the geniuses.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been burned by a genius before, Harry? Go on. Do what you got. Nothing. We finally got him. Finally got him.
I got nothing for that one.
All
Have
right.
I ever been burned by a genius? No.
You haven't.
No, I
Well, I
haven't.
just wanted to know. Thank you. And shall we get into the next round?
Yeah, let's go. And as we know, some of your best moments
Would
have
you say
come from
Dinko is the smartest man you've ever met?
unequivocally no, right? So here we go. HexT leading the charge.
Oh.
First man in, first man down. It's Nertz's town, but only good enough for one.
Big nade.
Dycha forced forward. You guys are saying things in sync. You really are the same. And so now dycha, as he plays around these smokes, he's going to be leaving it to spam. A hope and a prayer. As they fade, he's now got an angle into the back of the site. One man over towards the squeaky door, an automatic dead falling back into the lobby. This gets really awkward for Junior. This gets really awkward for Junior, who's kind of trapped out over towards the T-vent. One man from lobby side, he goes back and tries to fight this, but making a lot of moves there in that 3-on-3.
That round is welcome to Europe. That is what that is. 3-on-3, you have great positions. All automatic is wondering is like, why is he so late? But ENCE playing delayed. They're waiting for mistakes.
Just when he started doubting his position, right?
Yeah, automatic is trying to clear door, but Junior, it has door. You don't need to clear door. Your teammate's there. You just have to wait for the ramp flank. What's he trying to clear? And meanwhile, ramp flank comes in. Why is he so late, man? Because he's waiting for that exact move, that exact mistake. Junior feels the pressure to swing off that molly.
Just when you think you're safe.
Yeah, ENCE, they just sit back, they relax, they put their feet on the desk, and EG just walk into their crosshairs. Disastrous round in a 3-on-3 that could have saved the game. Instead, 11 is all they get.
Well, there is going to be the force bind response here, trying to pick up the pace once again, entering that elusive hut. Very difficult to break through, but if you do, can be very problematic for the CTs, and they jump through the flames here. A couple of kills go in favor of ENCE, but Hex pulls one back. Automatic will level the playing field. Back to a 3-on-3. They can pump the brakes now. Don't have to fully commit at this stage, but the Molotov might force them to push a little bit further. The bomb is down, though, as I say that, so we'll see if this is the opportunity to try and deny control to the CTs.
Oh, SunPayus missed shot on the AW. And a spam found to dycha. Taste of his own medicine back in main.
Where's Snappy in all of this?
Oh, he's done it again, boys.
Yeah.
But this isn't baity. He's believing in his upper hold, and he's hoping EG overcook the round and drop down vent, right? Like, ENCE, a 3-on-3 on upper. SunPayus in a great position, having a great game. Misses his crucial shot. And now Snappy's just left looking lost in a clutch. They can't really attempt. Maybe drop in last second, go for the old sneaky ninja defuse, Harry, would you?
Go on, Snappy.
He's got a kit.
Go on, go on,
Snappy.
Go on, you absolute fucking...
Oh,
well,
no,
he's dead now,
he
of course.
tried. He tried, though. HexT, loud and proud, 23 kills.
Yeah, did all he can, did the Snapster in the 1v3, but mopped up by HexT and the EG boys, who look to keep closing this gap. They're now one round away from breaking ENCE's money, so really there's still a route open to EG in this matchup. Still a chance for them to long it out to a third. It all started with that missed shot from SunPayus that really gave you a bit of a leg up if you're EG as they came on through. And now we hit this part for ENCE. EG are their iceberg, and ENCE are the Titanic here. Now, will they swerve it at the last moment?
But you're implying, like, their fate is already decided.
Well, no, you know, this is like alternate history.
Now, Hugo, we know your granddad was the captain of the Titanic. We've established that.
My great-great-uncle.
What role did your family play in the Titan submersible situation? Were you involved in that whatsoever?
No. There's a few hundred, or in fact 800 years later.
Sure, but your family came from a long line of nautical men.
I assume your family's still going.
Really?
Oh, they thought, you know what, we're out. We're getting out of the shipping game. It's not for us. We gave it our best go.
We lost enough. We lost enough. You know, it was actually my great aunt who married the captain. Then obviously she wasn't on the ship. He died, and then she remarried one of the people who helped make it.
That doesn't seem fair.
She just kind of loved the
Titanic.
Did anyone associate with it?
God.
She was still alive today. You know, Stockton Rush will be getting jumped on in a heartbeat. So here we are, Snappy with a nade from downtown finds his way to the 4v4.
EG through the Furious smokes, I call them, which is
just missed outside smokes. Okay.
But they've still got a lurker here. Well, that sounds like an info flash. It's not. Trying to get a shot out of automatic. He can late lurk this. Again, EG in a good position. Like they've done well to get themselves in a lot of 4-on-4s, 3-on-3s. When you're there, T-side nuke, and you have nades, you have time. These are good positions to be in to close rounds. But again, timing's everything. SunPayus hanging around outside, and it's him v automatic. Meanwhile, we have a 3-on-2 on upper.
It's quite tense right now. This is a big one. If they can somehow win this round, EG that is, they're still in it. They shut down the cash. They can win it in regulation. It all kind of comes down to this 4-4. They technically have the advantage. You can see Snappy hunting for information now.
Yeah.
30 seconds. What's the cue? Maybe they said 25 seconds we commit, and there it is. Good awareness this time.
Oh, a chance at even more. Chance to sweeten the deal. That molly doesn't spread to Nert, so he gets out with 1 HP. Automatic going to try his hand at wrapping through main, but is spotted by SunPayus all the way back at CT. A last second vent drop, and Nerds gets finished off on the way. EG have outmaneuvered them here. Junior does make it down as well, and so even though SunPayus now arrives with the AWP, they can't justify going for this. EG onto 13. They still have a fighting chance in this game.
This is business right now for EG. I cannot believe they are still in this matchup, and it comes down to that flank timing of Snappy. You know, it's a good timing. He pushes it 25 seconds, but the player in lobby just turned, catches that crucial headshot. Is that Jeorge? I think it was
Jeorge, yep. And
big kill for Jeorge, and that gives them the option to drop down vent. Think about how many rounds Snappy's played lower while they're holding upper. So
the one time he pushes instead of dropping down, and of course he's greeted with a face full of lead there from Jeorge. That's a massive round. That is absolutely huge. They do save a SunPayus AWP and a dycha M4, just to note that. We're going to confirm that on screen now. But yes, they got away. So still, not all is lost, but it's not looking good. And now you need to decide, do you fully invest into this saved weaponry and sacrifice the round going forward if you were to lose it, which might even spell overtime, or do you take another eco around and hope that SunPayus can pull a rabbit out of the hat? And to be fair, with 25 kills to his name, you might just let him see what he can do.
This is a 30-round game. It is written in the stars. The clouds have parted. There is no light pollution, and ENCE shouldn't have a chance. They should be playing this double save unless they get opening kills. But they do have opening kills. So,
well, you said it was a 30-round game, and that now kind of hangs in the balance here.
Well, that's what the star signs say, Harry. That's what the horoscope says. We'll have to see if it has a point.
So, at this stage, it's the opening kill. They know SunPayus was towards main. It's all about him repositioning now, and he has done. Down towards Secret. If they were to go in this position, he'd be guaranteed another kill, but EG for now, biding their time, working out what the next piece of the puzzle is going to be.
I like that they're giving room to Walco here, just to work the outside control.
3 rifles now.
But they're going to end up if they do this, and ENCE have lobby.
Ramp, he didn't root towards heaven. Yeah, I think this was the decision from the get-go.
The long con. Walco makes or breaks this round. Because if they go into upper, that is basically the way you lose, right? That's the trap that ENCE have laid in this position. And they might walk into it. No, they're going B.
Yep, they are. 3 down Secret.
Oh,
SunPayus no longer there. Open B bomb site. Job done. You might as well save the weapons now. There is a slight chance someone gives the Hail Mary and just jumps down the vent and goes for it, but it looks like we're all done here. It looks to be 14-14. Walco watching the extremity. Snappy is there. Does he explore any further? He has got himself an AK-47, so I'd suggest no.
Dude, again, I've loved the cooling in this T side. They've had some really nice round openers. They've had heaven flanks in advantage rounds that they've lost, and Walco doesn't make that mistake twice. Takes a better route, opens up a different path, and EG have kept ENCE guessing all game. And here we go. 30 rounds of play on a map that EG already beat G2 on just weeks ago.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, you can.
It's
you predicted it.
I predicted it. I can't believe my prediction's
Why
coming
does he
true.
only get the credit, man? I was right.
Harry, he also jumped on
30% of the credit is due to Harry.
Exactly.
That is
so
true.
do you only get 70, or is it like an additional
I still get
30?
100. He gets 30 of my 100, which I'll be taking back at some point.
Okay.
So
it's a
Kind of
loan.
like a deposit.
Exactly. You can have some of my 100%,
A
if that's
credit
okay.
loan for Harry.
Oh, the opening kill from SunPayus. They handled it well, though. I can't believe they're actually... okay, sorry, I should
You can
rephrase.
believe.
I can
you never
believe
doubted.
I never doubted.
Given, jokes aside, given how this CT side went for ENCE, right? They had those early force buys that dug them a bit of a hole, but then they went on a streak, 5 out of 6 rounds in a row. It felt like it was done, Henry.
It certainly did. It all comes down to this. A full buy on either side here. SunPayus up above, patrolling the outside area. A speculative spam from Maden. No damage inflicted just yet as we're seeing the initial smokes being deployed here.
Heaven Smoke, are they going to upper bust? Bust it up, Harry.
Control
this
yourself.
Is your round.
Control yourself.
Or is it a fake into ramp?
Oh, Snappy. You've had a rough time here, to be fair.
Ramp fake into A. It's secret option C.
It's pulled a rotation.
They've done it. Hit their shots.
dycha doesn't know where to go.
Yeah, dycha's even like really deep in thought on this. Flash through. Now they're going to hit the go button on this top side play for one man.
Where are they?
No one else came through to join him. No one else came through to help him.
Got to go ramp now.
So he's fed to the wolves.
dycha's
50
ready.
Snappy
seconds.
just needs
dycha and
one.
Snappy here since the start of the round.
Desperate.
Oh, dycha's going to open. Snappy still in position to get something done. Drops down after one. Keeps the advantage in favor of ENCE. Tag out of SunPayus. Automatic has just missed his timing. Bypassing Nerds, who's now in the lobby, and he's got this kill in the bag. There's no way Jeorge checks this. There's no way. And so the bomb now dropped. Under 30 seconds remaining. EG, he finds a bit of room. Does Automatic find something to work with? But as they're holding from the back of lobby, they're out on the heavens, they're out on the rafters. There shouldn't be a route back into this for Automatic. And so Nerds gets it done on the lobby push. ENCE will reach 15.
Well, that is a great round of Counter-Strike. That had absolutely everything you could ask for there, coming right down to the wire. It looked like they had the perfect play there, right? The upper call, an overlooked position, though, is what lets them down. What is the thinking and rationale behind that? Not checking the CT vet. Normally it's Molotovs. It was flashed at least, but no one checking it, no one backing him up. And it comes down to this round, 15-14. ENCE need one to put EG away.
I can't tell if it was meant to be a double fake where they show ramp, they pop HexT out A, and then they go back ramp, but they were all postured door. It looked like they were meant to join him or really were relying on his pick, but then the smoke in the door is scary enough. You'd think with how much room Hex gets in A that someone would have gone with him, but man, the captain went down with his ship.
This time he did.
And everyone else got on the lifeboats. And they also drowned. So it really didn't work, did it, EG? Nice try.
They've still got one more chance of life here.
There's still more boats.
There's a couple more lifeboats left.
We've been able to source some lifeboats. Good news, some of you are not going to die.
But the water is bloody cold. Keep that in mind, EG.
The buffet is still open, however. So fill your boots at this point. It doesn't matter. Have at it.
If I'm going to die, I'm dying with a full stomach.
Have the penne arrabbiata, please.
You'll need a tray.
Final round here, regulation. ENCE looking to close this one out 2-0. The outside wall of smokes as per tradition here for EG, and they're starting to disappear though, as we'll see another one deployed outside. It's automatic, it safely crosses at least, but what's the next move? How do they get themselves in an advantageous position here? Time will tell. Speaking of time, here's the 1 minute 15 moments, and he's going to go for the first frag, and dycha, absolute light work of him here, and now towards ramp we go.
Oh, just run, duck, dive, weave your way to B in a 5-on-4. The pressure is on EG right now, and will they be crushed? It's like they're looking for the Titanic with the amount of pressure down
Right, where are you going with this?
The amount of pressure down here, that was a good
joke.
link.
Yeah, Harry got it.
I get that.
You got it. 4v5 at the end of this map, and maybe the end of this series. If ENCE have their way, SunPayus one more shot will do. He's got Maden right by his side.
SunPayus on this orb with that support that you talk about. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. One man out through the double doors, the others all from ramp. SunPayus opens, but will get crushed. Maden, good for one more at the decon door. Can he find anything else? Does he need to? The rotates are still coming in from ENCE, and there's Maden and dycha to finish it. A full 30-round game required, but in the end, it's ENCE emerging with their heads held high as victors 2-0 over EG.
Oh, I think I just got him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I'm with you. What's actually quite good? Exactly, yeah. Those people died.